water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of that water. With that picture of that water, simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Family, move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Then pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Another 4 pillars, family, 4 pillars. Breathe, drink, move. Have you out in the water every day. Go to your diet, but take your breath. Move your body. Show your hands as you break down. That's water. Drink. Drink the water. All right, fellas, remember those that are new. We start our day off with some water. I'll do about 30 ounces. Help clean out the system. So we start off with water, and we're about to move to that ambrosia in a second, which is basically a kombucha for those that don't understand, for those that are a little bit deeper into what we do. We use what we call, okay, somebody about to get blocked. But anyway, so what we about to do is we're going to toast our ancestors, have a little conversation, and keep it moving. All right, let's see. Let's get everything together real quick. Make sure everything is streaming. We streaming on. So look, I see we on Periscope. We got somebody on Periscope with us. We got family on Facebook with us. We had somebody on Periscope with us for a second. Thank God they're gone. All right, so family, first off, I want to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simple production, and of course, right now you are joining us for the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. I know some of us want to hold on to some of those old paradigms because they're comfortable. We want to hold on to them. I understand. It get kind of scary when you start really seeing some of the stuff that's going on. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you for wanting to hold on to your old paradigms. But family, I was walking out because, along with getting up and doing the toast, I get up and do some other stuff too. So I was walking out to my car early this morning, and I was reflecting on the interview that I saw of Sammy the Bull. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh man, he's a rat, blah, blah, blah. Well, he ain't rat on me. And I believe I can learn stuff from anybody, really. I learn stuff from my kids every day, from my children. Let me say that, from my children in my home as well at the school every day. I'm constantly trying to learn. I'm constantly trying to get new information, so I have stuff to share with y'all. And one of the things that I was thinking about as far as the Sammy Bull interview on the valuetainment piece is that he revealed how hits go down. Maybe like I said, unless you had real experience at doing stuff like that, you really didn't know how hits went down. And they would set up a cascade of events with multiple shooters. And it's like the way he talked is like we a pack. And our goal is to take out that other pack. And we're going to take advantage of every mistake that other pack makes. So, how do you win when you're playing as an individual against the pack? Hell, how do you win in a game that is unrighteous when you're trying to be righteous? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm thinking about this, and I'm thinking back in my past, and I'm thinking at how people's gonna come at us. And it don't have to be, because the shooting is the extreme piece. You know what I'm saying? It really kind of freaked me out because I was thinking, how easy it would be for individuals to slip into our neighborhoods, into our organizations, and just basically take us out. You know what I'm saying? Because he gave maybe 3 examples of how he would set up a murder, how he would set up a hit, as they called it. And each one of them had at least 3 people involved. The most extreme one, when they took out the boss that Sam Gotti took over from, they had 11 shooters and backup shooters to make sure that the shooters got away, and shooters to make sure that those shooters got away. Prepare for all situations, just in case a police officer's in the wrong place. You know what I'm saying? The shooter had to take him, and then a backup shooter would have to take out the shooter that the police officer was trying to take out. A standby, a passerby that's just in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? A good Samaritan that stood up at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? You have to, in a sense, plan for all that. And I'm sitting up here looking at this like, how did you play in a game like that? Now, so I started thinking, I said, damn, how do you play? How do you play in a game of unrighteousness trying to be righteous? And I said, there's 3 possible ways. And maybe, you know what I'm saying, some of y'all send in your statements so that, let me know how you feel about this. Step 1, one is to just withdraw totally from the game. So that means that you will go from, because the game is, like that first world type thing. Everybody in the first world is playing this game. And if you want to have any comfort in life, you have to play the game. But the best way, if you know you can't win, is to not play the game at all, which will take you to like a third world existence. But even to get land to exist on, you will have to play the game in some form of fashion, unless the land was passed down to you and is yours tax free. And I don't know of any ways of doing that here in America. 2, get in the game. Get in the game, take what you get. And if you want to prosper in the game, learn how to benefit off of those who are failing at the game. Which we see a lot of. Or, last one, change the rules of the game. Change the goddamn game. See, now changing the rules of the game is different than changing the game. Changing the game, you got to flip over the board and everybody start over. Changing the rules of the game means that you get involved with the game, but you get involved in the game in a mind state that you are going to change the very rules that the game play by. But the danger of that is that you get so caught up in changing the rules that you eventually would look like the unrighteous. Hell of a conundrum. So I guess the 4th way would be change the game. Flip the board. Start over. Brother Kwame say righteous and unrighteous has no place when discussing the protection of one's people, land, and culture, especially when under attack in war. Very good one. Captain Kirk changed the rules of the game when he was playing a no-win game. I can't remember the name of it. I know what you're talking about. Right? He changed the rules of the game. Changed the rules of the game. Right? So that he can win. And family, that's what we are. That's what we have to find ways to get inside and change rules of the game. Or maybe even flip the whole motherfucking board over. So we playing a new game. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, in any form of fashion, if you're playing, you're supposed to be playing to win. Not playing to benefit from just those that's losing. You know what I'm saying? What good is being in the game if you can't win? Especially all of us out here that's talking about we come from kings and queens. Kings and queens is winning the game. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Can't be satisfied just playing. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to get in here and we're going to pour these libations. Kind of late. I apologize for the wrinkles. I said, man, I ain't ironing this morning. I got to iron some other stuff. I got to get my girls and stuff, clothes ready. I said, I took me an extra half an hour and laid back down. Right? But I did shower, though. All right, so for those new here at Gye-Nyame, we start off our day with water, right? And to make sure we could get the cleansing started. Then we have a health drink as we toast our ancestors, because can't take care of our ancestors and really can't take care of our lives if we're not having some form of health. So every day we start off with our drink. The health drink that I do is that ambrosia, but you might not have access to that ambrosia. You might be able to make your own. You might have your own. Ooh, I might have to go and get a corkscrew. Oh man, I pushed it down so far. Oh, damn. There we go. Alright. So we got that ambrosia. Pour a little bit because this gotta last me till my next brew. And y'all know I brew in between pay periods. I brew between pay periods. Ain't that something? Dang, all these stoppers are small. I gotta go and buy me some more big stoppers. Alright, so first, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator. Oh, my fault. Let me go through some of this news real quick. I posted up. CNN had I ain't gonna say a special, had a news brief about the Tulsa race massacre and how it's being used in the Watchmen's premiere. Like they got a new show called The Watchmen, based on the comic, The Watchmen, and the piece that's critical about this show coming out is that they're basing the whole show in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and structuring it around race. So I might have to check that out. Also, Brother Malik, oh my God, I need to go on and post this stuff up. Brother Malik is doing a men's, hold on, hell, let's do it. We could do it, hold on. Let me go on and turn on my speaker. Do a commercial for one of my brothers. Let me go and turn off the Bluetooth on this device. And turn it on for this device. And play my brother's commercial. I love to see my brother shine. So, listen up for his commercial. This is Brother Malik. For those that don't know, Brother Malik is a very active and one of those true brothers out here in the struggle. So I try to salute especially the local brothers that are doing some positive things. So here we go. Here goes commercial. If you didn't get a chance to see it. You can follow him on MBUBE. I think it's pronounced Mbube. But here we go. Come on now. Oh, now my Chromebook is moving slow. Come on, Chromebook. What's going on? Play. Why are you not playing? All right, let me refresh it and try again. All right, spin it. So here you go. I'm only going to have the sound. Why they don't have the sound playing?
Unfortunately, I was eclipsed by an injury. I want to speak to the men. Brothers, today I would have been running my third half marathon. Unfortunately, I was eclipsed by an injury. I had to reinvest and get back into my own strategies, if you will, my own resilient strategies. So I did a lot of breath work, but I've been offline. Part of that reset and part of a trigger that I heard this morning, because I'm close enough downtown, I would have been either running downtown in Columbus or in Atlantic City in my hometown. I heard fireworks. That helped me to refocus. It helped me to reset. I was able to release the fact that I suffered through an injury. I'm still working through it. What we want to do On Saturday, November 9th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. is have a Mindful Men half-day retreat. The day is going to be filled with reactivating and realigning mind-body for men 18 years of age and older. We'll have a light hike, archery, as well as nutrition. Cornell Willoughby from Willoughby Soul Veg, and the issues affecting men. We're going to have Christopher Austin to help facilitate a conversation. So please join us. How do you regulate?
So he's having a workshop for men. I didn't see the date on that. I will get the date for y'all, let y'all know. Also, we will be having the G&J Mall this weekend. So come on out, support. We got a couple of things popping off at the mall this time around. So I'm kind of excited. But for some reason, it never pops up on my damn Facebook page. I don't understand what goes on with this. But anyway, so we got that popping off. I'll go on and find that too. All right, let's go to, I want to specifically see my post. You can also go to my story and you can see Brother Malik's thing. All right, we got African dance party for our youth and families, 3 to 5, at the G&J Mall. Of course, it's 3500 Refugee Road. You know what I'm saying? It says, bring your moves. Each one teach one. Wear your traditional African attire or dress as an iconic ancestor. Historian, queen, king, scientist, activist, etc. So come and have a good time. Come on out and join us. Gonna be, and on top of that, we're gonna have the food popping off and all that stuff. So come on out and join us and enjoy. This will be this weekend on October 26th. It will be our monthly mall. Apologize for not having it last month, but it was unavoidable. It's football season, and the football, that the sports program get first choice of the school. So, they had wrapped a lot of their schedule around a few of the meetings that we had prior to. So it was our turn to adjust. So when you work in a community situation, sometimes you got to make adjustments, right? And we can do that well. Also, family, make sure you check out our free e-course. Those that will come, y'all know I talk about it all the time. So make sure you at least click the link. Check out at least the first one. In this e-course, we talk about unleashing the power of Nguza Saba. We call that the Player's Pyramid and Gye-Nyame Journey. Understanding how to use folk tales, myths, and legends. Call that folk tales for grown folks. You know what I'm saying? Day 3, wisdom mining. Call that tribal quotes. That's where that concept comes from. Power libations. Of course, you dealing with that right now. Daily toast. Because we're actually activating that spiritual energy in our life, that ancestral energy in our life, right? When we do these type of rituals. Day 5, pulling it all together. That's the Warrior's Handbook to Life Journey. You know what I'm saying? One of the books that I have put out. Day 6, power meditation. That's meditation. We teach you some meditation. We call it meditation by the numbers, right? Pretty good. It's pretty good. Day 7, the 224 self-help process and the 21-day Nguza Saba challenge. You know what I'm saying? You get a small taste of all that stuff, right? So you can go and learn about that. All you got to do is click the link right here. I'm posting it up right now so that you click the link. Get plugged in. Understand what Brother Hatem be talking about sometimes. I go off and sometimes, y'all be like, what the hell is Brother Hatem up to? What is he talking about? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? They speak this crazy language. They change the days of the week. Also, family, those that want to get in on the contest to win merchandise, you can always join us at gnjmedia.live and get your points. Once again, I didn't have time to look at how you get your points. But I do know that by posting up comments while you're watching through G&J Media Live, GNJmedia.live, you're able to get points, and that moves you towards winning the prize. Shouts out to Brother Shorty. I see you out there. Also, family, you know what I'm saying? Those that want to support, check out the merch store. Get you some merch. Get you a Daily Toaster shirt. Get your color, right? Because, you know, each day has a color. Represent your day. You know what I'm saying? Represent your day. And I know it's not her day right now, but I'm going to make an announcement about her sister because she's supposed to be coming on the show tonight. So I definitely have to be up and doing the show. Because, you know, a lot of times the shows just fall on me. So it's like, I come in and go to sleep. But I may be having a guest tonight, you know, so we're going to find out. And I'm going to let you know about that in a second. I know you was like, Brother, you just talking about you was about to go and do something else. For some reason, my whole chat just shut down. I don't understand. But that might be something with the Chromebook. And that's all cool. So, so tonight we're going to be doing Folktale for Grown Folks, but we're going to have us a special guest. Sister Regina will be popping on here to do her presentation. Now, at least this was the plan. And for those that don't know, on this NIA, she will be giving her presentation at the TEDx, right? So those that are going, please, you know, and those that still, because I know tickets is probably going now, please support her. She want to practice, so she want to come and do her presentation tonight. For those of you that are listening to Gye-Nyame Journey, of course, we're going to allow her to do it. And I think her presentation is somewhere around 17 minutes, right? So we're going to let her do her thing on here. And we're going to give her support. And we're going to throw out questions, you know, comments and stuff like that, so that we could go and get her stuff honed down to perfection. And then we're going to get her up to over 1,000 likes after she get up on there. But TEDx do big numbers. But, you know, like I said, Gye-Nyame Journey, we going to help push you up to about 1,000. We want to get 1,000 from your family here, our family and friends here. But the story that we didn't work on last week, and that we'll possibly will be working on this week, is The Boy Hunting Locusts. This is Folktales for Grown Folks tonight at about 9 p.m. A boy was hunting for locusts. He had caught a goodly number when he saw a scorpion, and mistaking him for a locust, reached out his hand to take him. The scorpion, showing his sting, said, "If you had touched me, my friend, you would have lost me and all your locusts too." Once again, a boy was hunting for locusts. He had caught a goodly number when he saw a scorpion, and mistaking him for a locust, reached out his hand to take him. The scorpion, showing his sting, said, "If you had but touched me, my friend, you would have lost me as well as all your locusts." All right, so let's do that. How you like that? So we're going to be talking about that tonight after Sister Regina, or maybe before Sister Regina get on the show, however she feel like doing it. But, you know, send the word out. Sister Regina will be on the Folktale for Grown Folks show tonight. All right, let's move on. Now, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose, call the Creator, lift up our glass, and we salute that Creator, and we raise our glass, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? You know where we go. We go to our list of our illustrious ancestors, and I'm blessed every morning to be able to read them. Like I said, hopefully we got a tradition that will outlive all of us. So one day we will be on the list, and some young people will be carrying on the tradition of toasting us every day. Every day. Here we go. Miles Brown, Mazan, Robert Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Chris, Fatty, Gassett, Leonard, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Robert Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Toppin, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Normal X, Pet Ma Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elamina Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and Luxter Brother, Miss Ada Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Dale Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Uncle Sosu, Shel Harvey, I Charmaine, I Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornegger, Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slemmy Silver Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatette Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Denny Montaries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Wallace, DeFritis Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannerberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Suan Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleaves, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Erin Eno, Baby Hatch, Senior, Melly Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Preston Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Monahan Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Jerome Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlston Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Leslie Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Don Irvin, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javed McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Sheckham Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We got Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy Mama, Aunt Lady Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Charlotte Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnston, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Lisa Gray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Archie Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Margaret III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry N. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al Lalty Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Karimi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Trisilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Talar Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Nettie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Ethel Marshall. And we have one more addition to add to the list. Give me a second here. Where's his name at? Here we go. We have Steve. Man, these cords be hitting my legs. We have Steve, Dougie, Shelton, Steve, Dougie, Shelton, Steve, Dougie, Shelton, Steve, Dougie, Shelton, because he just passed away. So we raise up our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. All right, let me go back. Let me get back to my screen. How do I do it? All right, let's go here. Boom. Let's move that. Let's go right there. All right, cool. Hopefully we ain't messed nothing up. So we back. If I ever left. But anyway, we lift up the glass to all of our ancestors and we salute our new ancestors and family. You know, I know it's like, Brother Jim, it's a lot of ancestors, man. And it's only going to get more. And as the support increases, we will come up with different ways to make sure that the ancestors are toasted every day. Even if we have to raise, you know what I'm saying, eventually raise money to have people starting to read at 12 or 1 o'clock. We get like an hour's worth, 2 hours worth. You know what I'm saying? When we get somebody up. And we're providing a career. You know what I'm saying? What you do for a living? Oh, I read ancestors' names. I mean, right now that might sound silly to some of y'all, but that's some real shit. I'm really striving for that. You know what I'm saying? What you do? I salute the ancestors on a daily basis. That's dope. I think that would be dope. You know what I'm saying? true community representative, right? You know what I'm saying? They add to the list, and I assist in the reading of their ancestors on a daily basis. All right? What time you read? I read between 2 and 3 o'clock. What time you read? I read between 3 and 4. Wow. That's dope. All right? So we raise up our glass and we salute those ancestors and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the day, and you know, we want to salute all of those Kujichagulia babies. Up for your day, and this is my day, family, and I'm standing up proud of this day. I'm proud of I'm proud to be born on this day, and I'm proud that right now, as far as the toast and all the stuff, Kujichagulia is out there. We are the definers of reality. You know what I'm saying? So we raise up our glass, we salute this moment, family, and I'm challenging you. Challenge you to turn on your reticular formations and get out there and find Kujichagulia, right? Turn on the reticular formation, get out there and hunt down Kujichagulia. Remember, catch and release. Take a picture of it, post it up. Hashtag Kujichagulia, hashtag Kujichagulia file, hashtag Kujichagulia day, hashtag Kujichagulia baby. You know what I'm saying? Raise up our glass, we salute this moment. For those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. The demonic principle of the day is justice. The color is indigo. They say this is indigo blue. I thought it would be darker. Correspondence is the Hermetic law today. Male name for the day is Kwabena. Female name is Abina. Right? We raise our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe, to this moment. From there, family, we move to our future. We toast our children's children on to infinity because we remember them in advance. And we're going to knock down all of the roadblocks. At least we're going to knock down our share roadblocks. Because in order for them to grow, they're going to have roadblocks of their own. Because if there is no conflict, there is no growth. There is no progress. So we need these conflicts to kind of help us grow and to force us as a group and to force us as individuals to move forward in our life. I know some of y'all not comfortable with that, but that's how it is, right? Each generation has its challenge. Each generation has its conflict. It keeps time moving. There, keeps it going and keeps it flowing. So we raise our glass right now for the future generations, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? From there, we move to all of our relations. We toast and we say Ashe. From there, we move and we toast and we salute. Oh, this is for you. This is that selfish moment. And this ambrosia smells good. It's for you. This special moment right here. This selfish libation. What is it that you need to move towards your higher you right now in this moment? Come on now. Come on. In this moment. I don't want you thinking about later on the day or right now in this moment. What do you need to move towards the greatest you? Lift it up, we say Ashe. And from there, family, I toast the most magnificent, marvelous, uplifting, outstanding, wisest, strongest, and the strongest individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you, I salute you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. I'm going to sip it, I'm out. Hot damn. Woo. Hot damn. Got to be the court. Hot damn. All right, family. I gotta get my day started. Got a training session I have to go to today. I'm kind of excited. Can't wait to see what's going to pop off. All right, family. This is Brother Hatim, and I am out. Peace.